Subscribe, like, share. Thank you. Let's talk about something that nobody in the stacking community likes to say out loud. Are dealers ripping off stackers? Now, before anybody gets defensive, this isn't an attack on the local coin shop. This isn't an attack on small business owners. Dealers deserve to make money. They have overhead. They take risk. They hold inventory. They deal with price swings. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most stackers have no idea how the dealer business model actually works. And because they don't understand it, they end up paying more money than they realize. Let's start with the obvious, the spread. When you walk into a coin shop and buy an ounce of silver for $35 and spot is $30, that $5 difference isn't random. And when you turn around and try to sell that same ounce back and they offer you $28, that's not random either. The gap between what they sell for and what they buy for, that's the machine. And most stackers don't calculate it. They obsess over spot price. They celebrate when silver moves up $1. But they ignore the $7 to $10 round trip spread they just walked into. That spread is where dealers quietly win. Now here's another one people don't like to hear. Premium expansion during hype cycles. When silver starts running, premiums don't stay the same. They explode. Suddenly, generic rounds are $6 over. Government coins are $12 over. Fractionals become absurd, and stackers justify it. It's supply and demand. It's temporary. It'll pay off later. But what happens when hype dies? Premiums collapse, and guess who's holding the bag? The stacker who bought into the excitement. Dealers don't get emotional. They widen spreads when demand surges. They tighten buybacks when supply floods in. It's business, but stackers act surprised every single time. Here's something else. A lot of dealers push certain products harder than others. Why? Margin. Not because it's better for you, because it's better for them. Proof coins, limited editions, high premium government mint releases, colorized bullion, exclusive runs. Those items often carry the fattest margins. You're told it's rare, you're told it's collectible, and you're told it'll hold value. But when you try to sell it, suddenly it's just silver. That disconnect is where people feel ripped off. Another quiet truth, buyback prices are rarely emphasized when you purchase. Every dealer shows you that shiny buy now price, but very few advertise what will actually pay you back. And that number matters more because your exit determines your real cost. If you don't know the buyback spread before you purchase, you're stacking blind. Now let's talk about psychology. Dealers are professionals. They understand urgency. They understand scarcity. They understand fear. Limited mintage, only a few left, price going up, inventory running low. That pressure works because stacking feels like protection, and protection mixed with urgency creates fast decisions, and fast decisions usually cost more. Now let me say this clearly. Dealers aren't evil. They are a business. They exist to make profit on every transaction, not to maximize your returns. If you walk in thinking that they're your financial partner, you're mistaken. They are market makers. You are the customer. The relationship is transactional. The stacker who feels ripped off are usually the ones that didn't compare premiums, didn't check multiple dealers, didn't calculate spread, bought during the hype, and sold during fear. The dealer didn't trick them. They just operated a business model. But here's the bigger issue. Some stackers think silver is automatically a win. It's not. It's math. If you consistently buy high and sell low because of emotion, and dealers consistently buy low and sell high because of discipline, who do you think wins? The discipline side. Dealers hedge. Dealers manage inventory. Dealers adjust pricing daily. Most stackers don't. And that imbalance is where the feeling of getting ripped off comes from. Here's the shift in mindset that changes everything. Instead of asking, is this a good silver coin? Ask, what is my total round trip cost? Instead of asking, is this rare? You can ask, how liquid is this at resale? And also, instead of asking, is silver going up? You could ask, what am I paying over melt? When you start thinking like that, the ripoff disappears. Because now you're playing the same game they are, with discipline. And here's the irony. The best dealers respect informed stackers. If you walk in knowing spreads, knowing premiums, knowing alternatives, you're harder to overcharge. The quiet truth is, dealers don't rip off smart stackers. They profit most from emotional ones. Silver isn't just about the metal. It's about understanding the system around the metal. And once you understand how the system works, you stop blaming the dealer and you start stacking smarter. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and put that down below. Or maybe you have something else you want to add. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.